Welcome, friends. I'm so glad you guys are here, and I'll tell you, I have missed you. I missed being here last week. We were on vacation, and oh my word, did we ever have a wonderful time. So I have been wanting to go to Tennessee for a very long time to see the changing of the leaves, and we went finally. Thank God. It was beautiful there. I absolutely love it, and I am ready to go back. And we're already thinking about our next trip because that's how much we enjoyed Tennessee. So we went to Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg, and I did not realize that there was so much to do there. Like, it's between the two cities, there's a ton of touristy type things that you could do. Lots of shows, lots of activities, lots of nature things. And oh my word, you're just surrounded by the beautiful Smoky Mountains and all the forest trees everywhere. And then we're driving to Gatlinburg, and then there's a creek running through between the roads going in and out of the city. Oh my word, it is everything I thought it would be and more. So I am ready to go back. So I'm like, okay, how soon can we go back again? I would definitely want to go when the leaves are changing because it really is beautiful. We stayed at the Dreammore Resort, and the views from the windows was just breathtaking. And I love that, like, at nighttime, the moon just illuminated the mountains surrounding the area. It was majestic. That's all I can tell you. God's beautiful, beautiful creation. So if you're in need of a good vacation, I would highly recommend you go to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and Gatlinburg. It is absolutely amazing. So looking forward to going back. But anyway, with all that being said, one of our little excursions that we did while we were there is we went to Dollywood. So guess what I'm doing today? I'm making a Dolly cake, a coconut cake. But I'm going to put my own little spin on it. So we're going to find out together, because I've never done this before. We're going to find out together if this is a home run or if it's like, no, strike out. You don't want to make that again. So let's do it. We're going to do this together. So I'm starting with the Dolly coconut cake. And she also has another one that's a banana cake as well, which I've already made, and it was delicious. So, but I thought, you know what, let's try this coconut one because these are the only two that she has. And let's just see what it comes out like. So we're starting with one cake mix, and then I'm going to add to it the Jell-O instant coconut cream pudding mix, okay? This is just gonna, well, I'm thinking, I don't know. I think it might just kind of make it a little more denser maybe. So we're adding in one package of the coconut cream instant Jell-O, okay? And then to that, I'm going to add 4 eggs. And then we're going to add 1 cup of whole milk. Okay, and then I'm going to add 1 stick of melted butter. And then I'm just going to mix all this up, and then we're good to go. Wow, that looks beautiful. It's nice and thick. Okay, I'm going to spray my 13 by 9 pan with Baker's Joy just to coat it. And I have my oven set at 350 degrees. This is going to, let's see if I can get these off without, you know. There we go. So it's set at 350 degrees, and we're going to bake this for about 45 minutes, okay? So now we're going to go ahead, and I've prepared this 13 by 9 pan. So I'm just going to spread this out, and the batter is really dense and thick. with that putty mix in there. Okay, so now I'm just going to put this in a 350 degree preheated oven for approximately 45 minutes, okay? But again, check your oven if it heats hotter or whatever. And then after that, we'll go to the next step of this creation and see if it's good or not. But I think it's going to be good. Anything coconut's delicious. Our cake is out of the oven, and I will tell you this is at 40 minutes. And I had actually set the timer for 45 minutes. But it's a little browner than I would like, so maybe in my oven next time I'll check it at 35 minutes maybe. So anyway, all right, so now I have a wooden spoon and it's hot. It just literally came out of the oven. So I'm going to poke holes in it with the end of a wooden spoon. Yeah, definitely I'd cook this probably about 10 minutes less than I did next time. But that's what we do. We test recipes and then we adjust accordingly. Okay, so I think that's good. So now we're going to pour in our little happy holes a can of sweetened condensed milk over the top of our coconut cream cake. Okay, so we'll just drizzle this. And you're going to want to do this while your cake is hot. So as soon as it comes out of the oven, you want to go ahead and put this on so it can soak into your cake, okay? And then I like to go down the sides of the pan, right around the edge too, so that anybody who gets a piece of cake on the edge gets some goodness as well, and it's not just in the center pieces. Okay, and we're just gonna pour all of this goodness over the top. So there we go. All right. So now what we're gonna do is let this cake cool completely before we top it off, okay? So we're gonna just let this set up and let it cool completely before we finish it off. Let's go ahead and frost our cake. It's completely cooled now, and I'm using extra creamy Cool Whip. And we're gonna just put this over the top. And you wanna go ahead and use the whole container on this. Okay, and I'm just going to spread this out over the top to cover the whole cake. You want to make sure that your cake has plenty of the Cool Whip on top. So actually you might want to go ahead and get 2 8-ounce containers of the creamy, and then that way you can make sure that you have plenty. I tend to be extra like that. Like I want extra everything. I want more than enough. I don't want to skimp on it so that everybody gets some wonderful goodness, because after all, this is a coconut cream cake, so you got to have the cream, right? Okay, so there we go. So 2 containers of the extra creamy Cool Whip. And then again, you can just put as much, for sure the whole 8-ounce one, and then you're going to add some more too. Okay, and then coconut. You guys, it matters. Baker's coconut is the best coconut, okay? I have tried other brands, store brands, like during the shutdown, we were only able to get like say store brand, but it's not like moist, and it would just like suck all the life out of everything I put in it. It just seemed really dry to me. So if at all possible, Baker's coconut is the best. And I've been able to find it at our store here, which is Ralph's grocery store. But I know in other states, it's Kroger, I think it's Mariano's, whatever. They're all part of the same family, but you can find Baker's coconut there. So I'm just going to sprinkle. This coconut smells wonderful. Oh my word. So I'm just going to generously sprinkle coconut over the top. Now, here's a quick coconut recipe that you guys can do if you don't want to make it from scratch and spend hours in the kitchen making a 6-hour process cake, right? Oh, you guys, I have to tell you, when we were on vacation, we went to Dollywood, and we always like do research before we go because we want to make sure we, see all the things, do all the things wherever we go. So many people, I was following this group of Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg, and so many people were saying that when you go to Dollywood, make sure you get the cinnamon bread. If you have to wait in line, they said, because it's that good. Well, hello, when it comes to food, I'm in line. So you guys, oh my word, best bread ever.
What do you think? Is it good?
This is money. Best bread ever. And, we went with the traveling sisters too. And Michelle looked it up and found the recipe for it. But will I be making it? No, because I don't do bread. I don't do pie crusts. We all know that. Okay. But I did give it to Renee. And I said, Renee, you can make this. But one of the things that they actually had in the mix in the middle was Karo syrup, which I thought was interesting. The white Karo syrup. I didn't know. I would have never known that that was in there. To me, it was just this yeasty, soft bread goodness with lots of butter, and there's a lot of butter in it, and cinnamon and sugar. Oh, you guys, when you go to Dollywood, make sure you get the cinnamon bread and stand in line. It's worth it. And if you go in the morning, it'll be right to your right. There's a bakery there, and then there's another place within the park. But I was in that line as soon as we walked in. Honey, I wasn't passing that by. The day wasn't starting until we got that cinnamon bread. Oh my word, it was so, so good. We had the best time. We really, really did. We all just thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. So let's give this a try and see how it tastes. And we'll see if all the goodness is in there that I was looking for. So let's give it a whirl. Well, it looks good. Now let's see what it tastes like. Oh, wow. Oh, this is so going in my recipe book. I promise you, the only thing that I would change is I just wouldn't let it cook as long. So I would tell you 30 minutes and check it, and then just kind of go from there. But you guys, this tastes like I was all day in the kitchen. And I'm going to tell you something. Instead of getting all your flour, sugar, all the happiness out to make a coconut cream cake, honey, you can do this same thing and just divide it up into 3 different cake pans, the batter, and make you a layered cake, and nobody's going to be none the wiser. But remember, if you're making a layered cake, you're going to need even more creamy Cool Whip to go in between your layers. Put some of that creamy Cool Whip in, some coconut, your next layer, creamy Cool Whip, coconut, next layer, creamy Cool Whip, coconut, and then just, all around. Just be generous with that creamy Cool Whip, and then put coconut around the sides. Somebody's going to think you made it from scratch. We won't tell them any different. It's okay. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm going to get a good cup of coffee, sit down, and enjoy this. I just wish you were here to enjoy it with me. I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. This cake is delicious. And you guys, I'm going to tell you, this cake, it's money. It is so good. You've got to try it.